Alright guys, so it's Friday. The word of the day is video. Definitely have a busy day ahead. I've got to shoot a video for my other YouTube channel. Every Friday I do kind of a random music business advice section. So shooting that, and I've got to upload it to YouTube before I leave the house. And then I've got another appointment at 11 a.m. To do some video for my church. They have a school attached, and so I'm doing videos for the graduating seniors. So we're going to meet up at the church at 11. Also, I've got my daughter with me today, so I'm going to try to get as much done before she wakes up, because once she wakes up, trying to record a video is like out the window. So I'll check in with you guys a little bit later. The vlog is exporting, and I don't know if you can see it, but it's just 10 o'clock, so I'm doing well so far. Alright guys, so today's Saturday. Yesterday was actually very productive. It was a pretty good day. It was actually a little bit more productive than I expected. The shoot went well. You know, I drive for Uber on Friday nights, so I was out till about 3 a.m. this morning. But today's going to be just as busy. So I've got a blood test scheduled because I signed up for life insurance literally 2 days before I got fired. So I have to follow up and do the blood test and urine test. Somebody's coming to the apartment to do those things. Later on today, we have to drive to High Point, which is my dad's hometown. My grandmother is turning 90 years old, so we're doing a party to celebrate her. So today's going to be just as busy as yesterday was, but I'm excited, and I haven't seen my grandmother in like 2 years, so this is going to be great.
Thinking about Uncle Bubba, he is sensitive. I have to touch it when I. Yeah. All of them pretty.
I told you she gonna start with.
Right, so it is 8:15. Leia is on the school bus. I've got some clothes in the washer. I've got the dishes in the dishwasher. Got to finish cleaning the kitchen. But the word for the week is definitely going to be time management. So this is week 3 of me being home full time, and I've noticed that what happens is I have a whole list of things I need to get done, but what I'll always do is I'll assume I have way more time to do those things than I really do. Then nothing gets done. So I'm trying to do my best to stick to a strict schedule, and today I've got a lot to do. Washing the clothes, got to finish the dishes. I've got to finish editing the photos from the dog shoot I did last week. Also got to start editing the graduation video I did last week. And I still have not finished the interview with Pat Jr. that's supposed to go up on the blog tomorrow. So, yeah, busy day, and I've got a meeting at 12. So
The invisibility stage is kind of tough because you know what you heard and you know what you sense sometimes. But what you see is a direct contradiction of what you sense. Do you know what it feels like to be believing God for something and seeing nothing? I mean, no change in your kids. I mean, the more you pray for them, the wilder they get. I mean, nothing. I mean, no this. I mean, no new revenue. I mean, no way forward. And Elijah does something. This is spectacular. Elijah says, go back. Look at your neighbor and say, go back and look again. This is how faith feels. This is how it feels to write a sermon. This is how it feels to write a song. This is how it feels to raise a kid. This is how it feels to wait on God by faith. I texted my friend the other day. I said, I want you to make this confession over your life for 30 days. I want you to look at everything that seems stupid that you're doing right now, that feels like, because I know moms feel like this. I know you do. I know that employees in jobs that you don't really like feel like this. I know couples trying to get out of debt feel like this. I know people that are believing God to bless them in a bigger way, and you know you're in a small space. I know you feel this way. I said, I want you to make this confession over your life. I said, I want you to say, this is significant. This is significant. The devil won't like it when you say that, because the way he gets you to leave your assignment is to convince you that it doesn't matter what you're working on. It's so small. It's so small. This is significant.
Okay, so I'm about to head up to Nightdale. I've got a lunch meeting with one of the pastors at my church to talk about some website redesign and maybe some marketing stuff, but also just to hang out and kind of get to know each other a little bit. Cool thing about lunch meetings is I don't have to cook. Bad thing about lunch meetings is I have to buy lunch, but this should be fun. Lunch meeting ran super over. I didn't even get back home until like 2:30. So then on top of that, I pretty much just spent the last hour and a half goofing off and kind of decompressing. But cool thing that did happen, my test prints from, I don't even know the company's name. It's WHCC. They're a photo lab. My test prints just came in the mail today. And what I didn't know was that they actually send their prints without any watermarking. If I had known that, I would have actually put some effort into choosing which photos were going to go testing. So, some test photos. This is a picture I took of my brother at his baby's gender reveal last year. My sister at prom. This one's from a wedding I shot last year. And this is a prom shoot I just did like 2 weeks ago. So overall, I do like the quality of their prints. I was using MPix before, and their photos, their printers will always print the pictures kind of dark based on what was on my monitor, and trying to calibrate that was always kind of whack. But yeah, I mean, from what I can tell, these are pretty true to tone. They're pretty accurate to what was on the screen. So I don't have to worry about whether or not the client's getting what I'm seeing as far as the vision. So after having the most productive morning in like the history of mornings, I somehow like just goofed the entire afternoon away. I'm about to pick up my daughter from the bus stop. Then I'm going to try to salvage the day. The great thing is my wife has a meeting this evening, so she won't be home until like really late. So I can just do a bunch of stuff after 5 and act like I did it before 5. So that's what I got to do. I'm going to get Leia. We're going to go clean out the car. I'm going to grab her some food. I'm going to rush home, go ahead and record this video real quick so I can have it up by like 8 p.m. And then after that, I'll go ahead and finish all these household tasks and get ready for tomorrow.
The first ones I got, that man took 2 months to get me them shirts.
Wow. How many shirts did he get?
2 months. I only had like 30.
Wow.
If 30. And he was like, well, yeah, my phone's been broken. I had gotten married. We was trying to move. And like every time I would hit him up, like, you know, are you trying to meet this week? He'd be like, yeah. And then I would call, he wouldn't answer the phone. But I think he's on drugs, bro. It's like this white dude, but he be looking.
So the word of today is field trip. So I got a last minute call from my father-in-law just about 20 minutes ago asking if I could take my little brother and sister-in-law on their field trip today. Definitely unexpected, although this is the kind of thing that you should expect when you work for yourself. When other people know that you're working from home, it's possible that they're going to ask for favors or for you to run errands for them. In this case, I definitely don't mind. My father-in-law has helped me out of so many jams, and I mean, he's basically like, you know, my dad. So yeah, it's no question. So I'll be there from now 9 a.m. until about 1 p.m. And then after that, I'm going to go ahead and get back to, you know, my administrative work that I put off from yesterday. So this is why you should always stick to your schedule. Are you ready for your field trip? Are you ready?
Yes, yes. I guess. Yeah.
Alright guys, so it's Wednesday, it's about 9 a.m., a little bit after. I'm about to officially start my work day. Before that, I actually did some cleaning in the kitchen, of course took Leia to the bus stop, did some cleaning in the bathroom as well. So in keeping with our message of time management for the week, I've finally realized about myself that I'm a morning person, and I knew that I was a morning person, but I always thought that my being lethargic or whatever after lunch was really just something that I would struggle with at a 9 to 5 gig. But I've noticed that if I don't get certain things done before, say, 1 o'clock, it becomes a lot more likely that that task is going to get pushed off to the next day. So we'll see how it goes. Still trying to figure out what works for me and how I can be more productive throughout my day. Today I have 2 videos I need to do at least. One is going to be a home office studio tour and going to be an overview of my businesses so that it makes a little bit more sense when I tell you guys certain things that I'm doing. So that'll be up before this vlog is. So if you haven't seen it already, go ahead and check that out on the channel. Second video is actually going to be for my other business, my music business. I do videos every Wednesday. That's a series called Real Talk, where I tell artists what they need to stop doing if they're going to be successful in the music business. So I got to record at least one of those videos today. And I want to get back into batch recording and batch uploading because it just saves a lot more time and it's a lot easier to plan for. But those are the first items on the agenda today. Alright, so microphone's on. I finished the video, the first one, uploaded it to the other YouTube channel, and then I went out to Uber. My wife and I traded cars so I could Uber and get some extra income while we're trying to figure out how to make this more of a full-time thing. Completely dead in downtown Raleigh, so now I'm about to head over to the airport, see if it's any better. Okay, so the Uber experiment actually wasn't all that terrible. I Ubered for about an hour and a half or so, made $20, which is not all that great to be honest with you. But had to rush home, so I had to get Leia from the school bus. I made myself this smoothie. This is called the Green Monster. The recipe actually comes from the Oh She Glows cookbook. Something my wife got. It's pretty good. It's kale, spinach, banana, some peanut butter, chia seeds, some protein powder if you want, and then some cinnamon and vanilla extract, which you can really not taste at all, but obviously it adds something. So that's what I'm doing now, or just made that. And then I'm also cutting up some collard greens for dinner. So. So I'm supposed to be recording a home studio tour, but right now I'm watching the playoffs. Alright, so it is just after 1 a.m. Today was actually an incredibly productive day. I got the video done that I needed to. Did a lot of cleaning, did some cooking. I actually went out and Ubered twice. So after I finished watching the playoffs, I just happened to turn the Uber app on and noticed that there was a concert tonight. And it was surging, so I went out, just getting back in, made some extra money. That felt great. Now I'm going to go to bed and do it all over again tomorrow. Peace. Alright, so it is about 8 a.m. I've been up since about 6:30. It's actually going to be a pretty busy day. I've got some cleaning to do because I did not clean the kitchen after I finished cooking last night. And I try to get all of my household stuff done either before 9 a.m. or after 4:30. Because if I try to do it during the workday, then there's just a bunch of work that I'm not doing instead. Okay, so it's about 10:30 a.m. Something I've been struggling with this week is the fact that I'm not booked out. I haven't had a shoot or an official shoot since the dog shoot last week. So going a week without any photography appointments is kind of crazy. So I ran a contest on my personal Facebook page. First person that liked my photography page got a free 30-minute session tomorrow. So got my winner, and I've got a session tomorrow. It's actually been kind of hard, just being let go so unexpectedly, and then the bills coming in as quickly as they do, as they so often do. I didn't have very much time to prepare business-wise. I probably should have been putting in some extra work ahead of time, but I wasn't planning on going full-time as an entrepreneur until September, October of this year. And I had a plan that would have gotten me there by that point, but things kind of shifted like 6 months way too early. So, all right, so it's about 5:30 now, a little bit after. I went and got Leia from the bus stop. Before I did that, I finally recorded the studio tour, so I'm about to edit that and put it up on the channel. And then I'm going to make this lasagna that we just bought from the grocery store, and that's probably going to be the end of my night. Yep, definitely should have managed this better. This video is not going to be done for like another hour, which means it won't go up until like 10 p.m. I definitely got to figure out this time management thing. Time now is 7 a.m. Leia is currently draining the world's supply of water for her bath. Once she's done, I'm going to attempt to take a hot shower. I'm actually going to be taking Leia to school today instead of dropping her off at the bus stop. Got an appointment with her guidance counselor. The guidance counselor is going to show me some guided play techniques. Basically just to help us play with Leia more on her level and to make our play sessions more productive.
That's tasty.
Tasty.
You have tasty skin, even when you can't talk yet, because I killed you. Come on, let's eat this thing.
They're eating the dinosaur, or the alligator.
Yeah.
Alright guys, I'm back home. Playtime went well. I'm actually gonna cut the vlog off here, but just wanted to give you my takeaways from the week. So, as you know, the big theme of this week was time management. Looking back over this footage, there were so many times this week where there was something that I should have done, and instead I just opted to be lazy and just chill. And so, obviously, that's not something that you can continue doing if you want to be successful. Because in my situation, no money is going to come into my hands unless I go out and get it. So I can't be tied up by trying to finish old projects because they get in the way of doing new things. So today's going to be a cleanup day, meaning I'm doing everything that I didn't do earlier in the week. So I've got an interview to transcribe. I've got one video to edit. I'm going to edit this vlog down. And then I've got to send out the pictures from the field trip that we went on earlier, because I promised those to the ladies from my church. And that's pretty much going to be my week. And so thanks for watching. If you got all the way through to the end, you're a G, and you should go ahead and hit the subscribe button so that you catch up on the next week and see how great I do next week. Other than that, see you later. What did you say?
I said that you won't be late for your job because you don't even have a job. So you can actually come to school with me and see Miss I forgot her name again.
I have a job. It's disrespectful. Come on, let's go.
Yeah.